Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're making 4 healthy quick snack recipes. The first are these dried cinnamon apples, which are absolutely delicious. All you need are 2 apples and cinnamon for 1.5 servings, and that's it. For supplies, you'll need a knife or a peeler, a cutting board, a baking tray, and parchment paper. And you'll start by preheating your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you'll rinse your apples and remove apple cores. I'd advise not cutting the apples initially into too many slices. It's a little easier to cut thin slices when you have a larger wedge. Your goal is to cut the thinnest slices you can, so that's either with a knife or peeler or a mandolin if you have one. If you have a peeler, it takes a little bit longer, but you get some really delicious crispy slices. Just remember to be careful because it's a little dangerous to cut such thin slices. And then once you're done, you'll lay out all the slices evenly, and then you'll add cinnamon generously to both sides of the slices, making sure to flip all of those apple slices and adding more cinnamon. And then you'll pop that tray in the oven and bake for about 1 hour. And after that 1 hour is up, you'll flip the apple slices and then bake again for 1 more hour and then enjoy. You can store them in an airtight container. They are absolutely amazing. The next recipe is this easy chia pudding, and it is probably my favorite out of all of these 4 recipes. For 3 servings, all you need is 1.5 cup of milk and 6 tablespoons of chia seeds, as well as some toppings. Alright, so we'll start by adding the milk and chia seeds to a jar. The ratio here is everything, so we're going for about 1/2 cup of milk to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and we're multiplying that by 3 to have 3 servings. Then you'll stir that mixture completely, and the most important step is to let it sit for 1 minute. And then after that 1 minute is up, you can stir again. This helps ensure that there are no chia seed clumps and that you really get that pudding texture when the product is finished. So then store in the fridge for at least 4 hours or overnight, and then you can add toppings and enjoy. For this recipe, I added some frozen blueberries, a little drop of maple syrup, some banana slices, a couple of chocolate chips, and a little bit of cinnamon, and it was the perfect breakfast and snack as well. The next recipe are these chocolate dipped clementines. For 2 servings, all you need is a 1/4 cup of chocolate, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and 5 clementines. To gather supplies, you'll need a plate and a medium bowl and a small bowl, or just 1 bowl, a 1/4 cup and a tablespoon for measuring ingredients. Start by measuring and melting 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in a microwavable mini bowl and a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips in the medium bowl. Then you'll melt those 2 and stir them together. At this point, I realized I could have probably just melted them together in the same bowl, so you can do that for sure. Mix the 2 melted ingredients together and then peel your clementines. Then lay out a piece of parchment paper on a plate and dip those clementines into the chocolate mixture and set them out spread apart on the plate. If you want, you can garnish with salt, and then you can cool them in your fridge. It probably takes about 15 minutes. They taste amazing. Definitely try this recipe. The last recipe in this video is this cashew mix. For 3 servings, you need 2 cups of cashews, olive oil, and some spices, and salt. You'll need a baking tray and a piece of parchment paper, and you'll start by preheating your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you'll add cashews to a baking sheet and toast them in the oven for about 4 minutes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the meantime, you'll mix the olive oil, spices, and salt in a mixing bowl. You can really use any spices. I used curry powder, chili powder, and a little bit of cardamom, as well as salt and pepper. After the toasted cashews are done with their 4 minutes, you can toss and combine them with the spice mix, and then place them back in the oven for about 8 minutes or until they're golden brown. Afterwards, you can cool the cashews, taste them, adjusting seasonings as needed, and then store them in an airtight container and savor them. Thank you for watching this video from Nutrition Branched, and we'll see you next time.